Greetings, Goddess Body, Mind, Spirit community. This is Tyra Omilada, your goddess guru, your sister friend. And y'all know I love helping women align with their life purpose using the power of ancient wisdom and the goddess-centered lifestyle. Let's see who is here in the house. What's up to the goddesses? I gotta get this thumbnail up. Woo! Lord, how y'all doing? What's up? Grand rising to the goddess Cindy. Welcome, welcome. Buenos dias, diosas. How are you? To Lorena Paulette. Good morning, G. How are you, Queen? Greetings to the Queen Felicia. Bonjour to the goddess Diza. Yes, bring it, Felicia. Bring the fire. And I am so honored to have in the house goddess Ali Asia. Hey, Queen, how are you? Glad to see everybody here. How is the Queen Latoya? Y'all, it's Thursday. We alive. We are here. Hey. How y'all doing? I need to bring a graphic up real quick. Yeah, I said I was going to tell y'all. Ain't nothing like a good transit with the eclipses. But I got to show y'all this today. I'm ready to do some mindfulness. And yeah, goddesses, let's do this. I'm a little bit off center this morning. I feel like I just keep saying that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Y'all ready to have a good rest of the week? What's up? I'm bringing something up, y'all. That's what I'm doing. I'm buying myself a little time. I don't know. I was just working on some stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm running late. So let's see here. Anybody else join? I want to talk about, also, we're going to look at a happy pocket full of money. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. It might be loud to me and not to y'all. I don't know. That was a little bit loud. But I'm super excited that I'm going to have 2 guests come on this Saturday. So I wanted to make sure I started letting y'all know today. I don't have my earrings on. Let me put those on while I do this too, y'all. Come on now. I gotta be my type of cute. Okay, I like my little earrings. Courtney, a lot of times we hear, she's here on the live, or she'll comment on the replay, and she's talked about she and her business partner have a farm. And so she's going to come on with Marcella, her business partner, and they're going to talk about this farm that they have out in California. Soul Root is their name. And so I hope y'all join me this Saturday, me and them this Saturday. One of the things that I've been talking about with Courtney and you all, is how all the activity and energy that's happening in Taurus is changing. It's going to change the way we see food and perhaps produce food. I hope that we're going to be going back to our roots. I know a lot of y'all are already, have your home gardens. I just really think that that's something that has the potential of taking off. I love that they are women. I love that they are young, and I love that they are women of color. And so it's just so important for us to change how we are getting our food. The intentions from the people who are selling us the food matters. And so this is our opportunity to support them, and they have found some land, gonna lease it, and help support them financially. Dollars, where we spend our dollars. We live in a capitalistic society. It matters. And this is one way that we can say, I'm putting the power of my dollar in the hands of people who look like me and have the same intention that I have when it comes to life in general, food in general. So y'all join me this Saturday. Okay, let me see who else is here. It's a little loud. Okay, yeah. Good morning, Azizi. How are you? Welcome, Queen. Yes, that's right, G. Hey, G, you want to come on? Felicia, y'all want to come on? We can have lots of conversations about food, okay? It just hit me after I was thinking about last week and how G mentioned that's what you do, the community garden or something like that, G. I know Felicia has her own garden. She's just naturally, into the gardening. I need a community garden to be a part of, to be honest with y'all. Oh, I'm so excited. I love that. I love that. Okay, I'm going to go on ahead and just, if I can catch it. Yeah. So let's see here. Let's see if anybody else is here. Yes. Intentional buying is more important than ever. Like literally, we take our dollars and put them in the hands of one another. That's another thing that actually can come up. Oh, let me just stop. Do y'all have y'all's morning cup of whatever you're drinking? Jamba juice. But yeah, let's sit around and we're gonna be chatting. But yeah, it's important for us to decide where we're putting our money. And I just kind of see, I'm Scorpio, so Scorpio, we love underground. I've always been like an underground kind of person, even though I'll stand out and speak out loud in front of a crowd, but I've always been underground. And so I just see when I spend my money with micro businesses, that's the majority of us. We got micro businesses. We're not even small businesses. Small businesses where people have the same values as us, or I love shopping and just putting my hands in the money, like literally, you know just saying, here's some money, right? Sometimes that's just what it boils down to. There's a young lady who I support. I had just set it up where she was kind of helping me a little bit around my house, but she's getting closer to having her baby. And I just said, don't even come. I'm just going to still send you the money. I'd rather put my money in her hands than put it with the company that, doesn't have the same values as me, doesn't pay their employees well, doesn't give good benefits. And so that's what we're doing when we are taking this time to just say, maybe I don't live in California. Maybe I will never actually eat the food produced by Courtney and Marcella. I don't care. I am putting my money in their hands and they're going to create food that's going to benefit somebody, or whoever it is. Right now I'm talking about them. So yeah, let's be intentional and mindful. It really does matter. We all love food. Okay, water and hydrate. Maybe we don't all love food, but it's easy. I love food too. Okay, hibiscus tea. Nice, 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 nice. Yes, it's true. I really do go out of my way. It's one thing it's one of the reasons I love Etsy. Is one of the reasons is problematic as the internet can be in whatever way that is. It's one of the ways I love the internet because I literally can go find somebody who looks like me, has the same values as me, whatever, and put my money in their hands. But this is Taurus. This is Taurus, and Taurus is about money. And so, this and what's in Taurus? Let me pull up the little chart. One of the things that's in Taurus is, let me move this notebook. That's part of my issue. One of the planets that's in Taurus is Uranus. Uranus is about rebellion and revolution. And I think we're going to have a revolution when it comes to um, food and when it comes to money. Okay. Let me pull this up for y'all. So you can see here that, um, ugh. So I'm going to tell y'all a couple of things too, now that I think about it. um, you can see uh, uh, Taurus. In Taurus right now, we have the planet Uranus. Uranus has been there, I think, since like 2018, 2019. And so it is, ooh, right now it's conjunct with the moon. Okay. So what I want to say to you is that Uranus is about rebellion and revolution. And then we have the North Node, which is about something new popping off and kicking off. And that's why I've been telling Courtney, that this is ingenious what she's doing, she and her business partner are doing, because we are at the beginning of this new way of doing food and connecting with the earth. And but also Taurus has to do with money. And so how are we going to be revolutionary? Well, the revolution may not be televised. Instead, it may be out in your yard where you're growing your own food, where you don't have to depend on the grocery store to buy your food. It may be at the farmer's market, which I do believe that's part of the revolution, getting back to going to the farmer's market, buying directly from the farmer instead of and I know there are farmers who are raising food that go to the grocery store, but we really need to get food back to where we are dealing with people who are raising food because this is their passion, and they're raising food to make sure everybody gets food and not trying to get us addicted to something where we're just, consuming the food as consumers, not because, this, a lot of the stuff in the store is not even good for us, right? Getting back to nature, getting back to eating in this way. So the revolution may be in where are we buying our fruits and our vegetables, and maybe even some of the homemade stuff, like, I don't know, whatever homemade stuff people buy. Um, just getting back to the basics, the old way of getting food and taking our money from corporatists, who just want us to be addicted. Don't let me get started. So the other way that the revolution may be televised is like we have this whole monetary system. And if we just start making decisions that the majority of my money, I'll give it to where I have to. Like, if you want electricity and cable, like until we find something else out about that, maybe once we go into Gemini, that'll happen. Maybe once Pluto goes into Aquarius, there'll be little small ways for us to get internet where we don't have to go through, these corporatist companies. Let me not use too many adjectives. But right now, there are certain things that it's like, if I want to survive in this world the way that it is, I'm gonna have to give my money to people who don't care about me. But all the other money, I'm gonna make sure I'm just putting my money outside of putting it somewhere where you can save it, because Taurus is about managing your money. Some of it is about growing your money, right? But also it's about, some things I'm just not gonna buy. If I can't find somebody, a small business owner, a micro business owner to support, guess what? I'm not gonna even get it, you know? Or, another thing that I'll tell y'all that I've started doing with Amazon, which I don't shop on Amazon a lot, but if I decide I'm gonna shop on Amazon, I go find somebody who has an Amazon store and I click the link that takes me to their store. I click the link that takes me to their store. And then I just go shop. Like, I'm not going to buy anything from their store, but I'm going to go shop on Amazon. And part of my money will go back to that person. It won't all go to Amazon. Or, some people, Amazon is where some people do business. So, At least I know somebody who is just living like me, just got a house, they wake up, they gotta go, do stuff with their family or whatever. They just living a normal life. At least I know they're gonna get part of those profits and it ain't going all to Bezos. All right. These are the ways that we can be revolutionary with what's in the astrology. Okay. The dark goddess. Yes, that's me, the Scorpio. Oh, I love that. Yeah, we underground. Scorpio is underground. I so love that. Growing food for yourself and others is the most rewarding thing. Knowing your farmer and supporting small farmers is the next best. Love this. Yes, 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 yes. Greetings to the goddess Ocean Kimmy. Welcome. Good morning, Queen Sharmika. Glad you are here. Uh-huh. Okay. Yes. Hi, Queens. Hi. Hey, Queen. Okay. So, while I have it up, I hope that y'all join me in the retreat to reset at the Virgo new moon. I'm so excited. I'm happy that I've had more time to plan for this one. I think I have 6 spots available. Please join me in this. Uh, and I'm excited about this moon because Virgo is part of how we're going to really make it over the next. I really think it's going to be more like a year and a half. The eclipses, when they move into, first of all, it's like shaking us up, shaking us down with Taurus and Scorpio. Lots of purging, releasing. We've already talked about Taurus and what it means for Taurus. I do love that the eclipses right now are feminine ruled planets. Taurus and um, Scorpio are feminine signs. So, and then Venus is a feminine planet. So I love that for us. And then the eclipses are going to go into um, Aries and Libra. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready. But I say that often and we always survive. Anywho, my position is that Virgo and the earth signs in general are really what we most need to be connecting with to survive, not survive, to thrive. Let me say it that way. For some of us to survive, I'm not gonna lie, and then thrive. All right. Um, yeah. Wow. Next year is gonna be incredible. It's gonna be an incredible year. I'm just gonna claim it's gonna be amazing. But, yeah, join me. You get the early bird special rate. I'm hooking y'all up right now, and, yeah, the 27th, it's gonna be on in Portland, and yeah, I can't remember how long it's the early bird special is for. I think it's the 22nd. You get it until the 22nd. Yeah. See see, Gary's bringing up something that I'm just like, "Mm, mm, mm." Sometimes my family's like, "You think this is bad?" I'm like, "Nah, all the stuff added to food." Yeah, they were labeled organic, but never showed signs of age after weeks and weeks. I've seen that. I've seen that, Gary, and it's interesting because to a certain degree, it's like, okay, is this speaking to organic is good too, or is it like, is this really organic? Okay, so how was the full moon for y'all? I'm curious. How was the full moon for you all? And let's see here. I had gone into my community and I posted something and I said, one person responded. It was Gary. Where are we? Down here. And I was gonna bring these up for us to talk about. Okay, let's see here. I thank y'all for working with me. I feel so like one thing I want to tell y'all is I was nervous about these eclipses. I'm like, okay, I've survived a half a year of these eclipses. The hardest part of the eclipse is in my first house. When you have the eclipses in your first, seventh, fourth, and 10th houses, it creates a lot of change. But that south node in my first house, I'm like, I see now why the other sisters that I've watched with the eclipses in their first house, I'm like, wow, it looks hard. It's not fun. But I said, okay, now that I'm going through it, I see what happens. You just get ungrounded and you feel like your feet aren't on the floor for like a year and a half. And so you just kind of fail forward. So that's what I feel like I'm doing right now. I'm just failing forward. Um, so I want to ask y'all about these. Um, yeah, I had thought to myself, I don't know why I posted this, to reignite the power of awe and wonder in your life. I feel like we need that. Life just becomes so humdrum. And when we, as Wayne Dyer said, when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. Um, so that was one of the reasons I posted this. It's like we really need to start being appreciative. On my mind, here lately on my mind, I've just been like, you know, um, I can't remember where I saw it, but it was something to the effect of, it is such a gift to have a body, and I don't think we all the time understand that. And, um, sometimes when I have a friend, her daughter's going through extensive cancer treatment. This little girl she's not 10. If she's at the oldest, she's 10. I'll say it that way. And sometimes I look at her and I'm like, my God, how much can a little human take? Well, a hell of a lot looking at this little girl. And I just say, you know what? There are so many souls that wish they were incarnated right now that the worst day of our lives, they would take anything for, because it is truly a gift to be here in a body. And we have to remind ourselves that often. We have to keep reminding ourselves of that. And so I just wanted to get y'all to think about this. Ask yourself these questions. When did I last stop and absorb the beauty of something? When did I last stop and absorb the beauty of something? I would love to hear from you. I'll tell y'all what I did. Let me see, which one do I want to use? I want something that's a little bit more chill than what I had on. Yeah, this is a little chill. I don't know why. Right now, I just feel like I need music to soothe me. I hope it's not too distracting. But I stopped and looked at, I think I went to Mississippi last weekend, and it was just, or this past weekend, I should say, and it was just all these yellow flowers. I don't remember where I saw them, to be honest with you. And at first I saw them and I was just like, yellow flowers, boom, just keep going. And then I was like, no, stop. Take these flowers in. And so, yeah, when did you last stop and absorb the beauty of something? It was just, you know, fields and fields, or down the interstate, so many yellow flowers, just so beautiful, so beautiful. Let me see what y'all have. Welcome, Learning. Glad you're here. Welcome. Yes, when you grow your own food, you realize how food should taste. Just grow your own. Yay, it's easy. So I have been meaning to double check when your birthday is. I'm excited for you, Azizi. When you have a new moon birthday, change is gonna come. So I'm glad you'll be there so we can make sure your energy is on point, and this new beginning that your life is going in. I love new moon birthdays. It's gonna be so, so good for you. Yeah, it's been rough, Felicia. Well, mm-mm-mm. Yes. Virgo season is about to get here. Virgo season is about to get here. Yes, perspective is everything, Ocean Kimmy. I love this. Okay, what have you been taking in? My butterfly pea is blooming. I get excited every morning to go see the new blooms. You have to post some pictures in the goddess community, Felicia. Aliasia, this morning I walk my dog at sunrise and get to see some beautiful scenes. I love that. Thank you. Learning. Yesterday when I found some beautiful, strange looking mushrooms growing on a log when I was taking my dog outside. They were beautiful. Okay, I'm loving all the dog walks. I'm loving that. A plant that I received from my aunt, who got it from my grandmother, is blooming again. It first bloomed at the start of SAI. Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited. That's a sign to me for you, G, okay? And I felt so like honored. It felt like an honor when your grandmother's plant bloomed at the start of SAI. I just knew that was such a good sign for you. Azizi, last month I sat at the Potomac River in Maryland in awe of nature and ocean's energy. Last weekend I was at Lake Erie in awe, watched the seagulls and ducks. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, y'all are just really bringing it. Tuesday, went to the cemetery to walk around. The sky, trees, and plants were just beautiful. Love that. Love that, Latoya. We've been having crazy rain, thunder, lightning storms, so I've been outside enjoying it. It happened around the full moon. I let Oya speak. Beautiful, Eileen. And one thing that I do want to say, going back to talking about Taurus, topics of electricity are going to become more and more prevalent. Yeah. And it may not just be that Taurus thing. Maybe it's something with Aquarius because Pluto moves into Aquarius. I can't remember what it is, but electricity is going to become more and more of a topic. I enjoy the flowers on sweet potatoes, peas, beans. Flowers mean food equal life. Love that, Felicia. Exactly, Eileen. Thank y'all so much for sharing. A couple of days back, I was at the beach with my mom and my daughter, and I took a minute to admire the anole lizard puffing their throat on the rock next to me. I love that. About a month ago, I went walking and I just sat on the beach and watched the squirrels and the birds. It was a beautiful day. It's really important for us to take these moments because first and foremost, they give us perspective here in life, and then secondly, they help us. I always say to myself sometimes, like when I leave, this is one of the things I'm gonna go back and tell everybody. Like, I love this part of being alive, you know. So I think it's just multi-layer. Beautiful. Y'all subscribe to Felicia's video. I really love that purse that I think you crocheted it, knitted it, or something like that, Felicia. That purse was cute, and I love the color. Hello, Priestess Serene. Enjoyed some time in the Redwood Forest. Wow, with my children. Redwood. Love that. Okay, so let me go down to number 4. Remember yourself. What is totally amazing about it says me, my mind, my body, but you, your mind, your body. I am sitting here waiting. I'm sitting here waiting because I need to hear something good about you. You know, y'all been working on this certification as a certified circle facilitator, which I am one now, but I'm working on another level of the certification. And it is amazing to watch how many women have they struggle with saying nice things about themselves because they're so bought into the lie that to be humble is to be, like the best. But there's humility and then there's humility to a fault. Okay. So come on, y'all. Okay, Felicia already bringing it. I am so compassionate. Yes, you are, Felicia. Yes, you are. That's that Pisces. Felicia has Pisces energy. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. And if y'all follow Serene, I'll bring her name back up. If y'all follow Serene, she has great goddess music. She's very much a revolutionary and an activist. So you get it all with Serene. Um, and she's a priestess, and so it's healing, all that kind of good stuff. So y'all be sure to follow Serene. Okay, I know there's a lag, but I'm gonna come back to this question or come back and look for y'all's answers because they slowly rolling in. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. I give myself care as I need it, and I am hard working. Beautiful. Aliasia is also she has a personality that just makes you kind of like feel lighter. She makes me laugh. She just has this way of like just saying things that I'm just like, girl, you crack me up. But then it's just like so good, whatever she says. So yeah, I love that about you, Aliasia. Okay, so let's just go on ahead and look. Everybody's speaking to Priestess Serene. That's because she helped an SAI. Serene was bringing it. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. An SAI, Spiritual Aspirant Initiation, which is coming up October. If you want to get in, I'm gonna create a wait list. So if you want to get in on SAI this time around, and you can do that. Yeah. So let's just go on ahead. I think I'm not going to have any music for the mindfulness practice. We're going to keep it. We just want to drop into our bodies and just be present to the now moment. Okay. Mindfulness has been helping me so much here lately. If I don't do it, I feel off. So if you would just go on ahead and get in a comfortable seated position, and you can close your eyes or drop your gaze to limit visual distraction and just become physically still. Doesn't matter if you're sitting, standing, lying down. Just choose a posture that's comfortable for you. Inhale and exhale. Just another couple of breaths just to bring you centered into the now moment. So, one of the things that is so important with mindfulness is awareness. That is what mindfulness is. So, just bring your awareness to whatever is going on for you right now. Just give the weight of your body up to gravity. Just allow your weight to sink into your seat, the floor, cushion, bed. And as you allow yourself to just sink in, what sensations are right there or are there now? Just take notice. Begin to tune into your body. And see if you notice any tension, any resistance, any painful or unpleasant sensations, and just gently turn towards them now. And this may sound a little strange, but I just want you to be open to this. Just accept any uncomfortableness as best you can. Just accept them. And keep your breath. Inhale and exhale. And you want to put it down in that diaphragm. We don't want to be breathing in our chest. We want to breathe in the diaphragm. And as you exhale, just let go a bit more with each one. And soften again down into the gravity. Now notice any thoughts. Just notice as they arise and pass through the mind. And see if you can let them come and go without being concerned or without identifying with their content. Maybe you can just observe them as if they were clouds in the sky. Notice any feelings and emotions as they arise. Now, can you let them come and go? Just whatever you notice, whatever you're aware of, just bring to it all kindness and compassion. Just be open in your perspective. No judgment necessary. Now, allow your awareness to gather around your breath deep in the body. Drop your awareness inside the breath and feel the different sensations, maybe in the front and the back, the sides, your torso. Can you feel your awareness within the flow and movement of the breath? Now, use the breath to anchor your awareness in the present moment, breathing in the body, noticing each inhale and exhale again and again. And each time you notice your mind has wandered, gently guide the mind back to the breath deep in the body. Now, gently expand your awareness to include your whole body. Just expand your awareness out to your whole body. Feel the weight, the shape. Feel your body as it sits, stands, lies, whatever you're doing. And if you have any pain or discomfort, make sure your awareness stays open. Just keep your awareness focused on your entire body. Keep breathing in and out. And whatever you notice, just cultivate acceptance or acknowledgement for all of your experience. Befriend it. And whenever we're in mindfulness and meditation, hypnosis, whatever sounds we hear, they just help us go deeper and deeper into it, into the experience. So, can you deepen your emotions if you hear any extraneous sounds? Can you deepen your awareness of your body? And just use the breath to anchor your awareness in the present moment. Beautiful. Just taking a few more deep breaths. Inhale. Make sure you have that Buddha belly going on down there. Breathe deep inside your belly where it extends. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And you can just stay relaxed for a few more moments. I just wanted to speak into you while you're relaxed, into your subconscious mind, a few affirmations. And I just ask that you receive these. They don't have to exactly sound true. Just don't even think about what I'm saying. Just allow yourself to receive them without thinking about what I'm saying. You know, I got your back. You make a difference every day, and you love yourself. You believe in yourself, and you know that you are whole, perfect, and complete. You can want whatever you want in your life, for your desires matter. You matter. And your desires are actually connected to your purpose, and you know that. Your desires reflect the next step on your journey in your purpose. You have massive power within, for you are a goddess incarnate. And you give yourself grace to succeed and fail. For to succeed and fail is a part of this glorious, beautiful human experience. And you learn from your mistakes, and you're not afraid to make them. You are open to love and being loved. You create your day, and you determine how it goes. You accept full responsibility for your life, for you know that the power to create the life that you desire lies within you. You are a goddess. Let's take a deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale. Oh, I needed that. I've done a mindfulness practice this morning, but I really like the one I just did a lot. Good. Welcome back. Welcome back. You cracking me up, Eileen. Mi esposo just texted me. Okay. Serene, I bring beauty in all forms to planet Earth. She really does, y'all, for real. Yes, 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 yes. I agree. Right here on YouTube is a great way to connect to the music. And you can also, we all were talking about supporting, keeping our money within the queendom is what I like to call it. But we support, all the fam. But within the queendom, you can go to I know it's on iTunes. I typically download her music on iTunes. I can listen to it on YouTube, but I know she's gonna make something if I download it from uh, iTunes. Thank you, Felicia. Yes. Ah, wonderful. So I notice how, now I do love that y'all are able to take in the beauty, and I'm gonna ask y'all to really think about um, y'all listing what's something good about yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know where I am in this book because I could not find the copy that I've. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay, let's see. I don't remember where we left off, sisters. This doesn't look exactly familiar, but I'm gonna make sure I highlight anything I go over. Oh my gosh, that's why I said I got to get it together so I can keep us on point with this. But I know if I highlight it and save it, that'll help. Okay, so let's look at this. I'm pretty sure we did kind of talk about this a little bit. Did we talk about, y'all let me know if we talked about this. Um that there's the wave, and then there's the particle. And when we see things manifest in our world as the particle, it is we have like taken the wave and condensed it down and bring into reality the particle version of that wave. Okay. These are things that are not taught to us. It sounds hokey, but of course, one of the greatest scientists to be talked about in modern times, Einstein, this is what he brought. So, there we go. So did we talk about that? Tell me, does that make sense? Tell me, does that make sense? So I'm pretty sure we did. The whole universe is brought into being by the participation or observation of those who participate and observe. And this is why we talk about, you want to accept full responsibility for everything that has shown up. Now, we don't take responsibility for what people have done to us. I'm not victim blaming because a lot of stuff happened to us. Some of us have been wounded, you know, as little babies, that the the thing that I say is important is because, okay, let me say this. On some level, we all come here knowing that certain things are going to happen. I say we are the almighty, powerful, divine being um here. Oh, that's extra big. Let's see. Maybe that'll help y'all see it. Um we are here and we are so that's number one. We are almighty and all powerful, even though we're in a body and being cloaked in a body. Well, you'll forget that. You will forget that. Okay. um So, but if we don't see ourselves as just this body, the things that have happened to us as children is a little bit easier to just say, okay, well, it's just a part of this incarnation. I didn't like it. And we're gonna have to resolve it, but it's just a part of being human. Is things will happen that are extremely hurtful for some people. Um, but when we begin to live with mindfulness and awareness, intentionality, and we operate from this place of knowing the truth of how this world actually works, which is actually why we're here. We're here to understand the space-time continuum and then to create. Okay. Now, what do you create? Some of us are creating relationships, on mighty networks. It'll say, creating whatever it is, creating content or creating music, whatever it's that's what we are. We are creators. Honestly, that's what we're here to do. The problem is that we get confused on, like, how does this really work? Because we're not awake enough, right? So when we understand that this space-time continuum that we're in is here for us to create all kinds of experiences, choose your adventure, then it makes this like, okay, this makes complete sense. I All I need to know is that there's a lot of energy just swirling out there. Everything is energy. And as I focus on what I desire, then that will become manifest. The the rub, as they say, is there's like 1% of you, which is probably what's communicating with me right now in the community that's here. And then there's the 99% of you that the majority of us don't pay any attention to. And if there's something in that 99% that rejects consciously what you say you want, then you'll be like, I know I want this. Why do I keep repelling it? What's going on? Okay. Yes, we are creators. Okay. So what this one is about right here, and I know I just highlighted a lot. Let me just okay. Um, Subatomic particles exist as probabilities, and when we observe, they cause localization in a particular point in space and time. So there's a particle. It has the potential of being an A, B, C, or D. But when we observe C, it appears in place C, and it ceases to have the possibility of it appearing in places A, B, and D until we stop observing C. And so this is why, well, I guess I can see why the eclipses happen. Because I was going to say, this is how we just get stuck in a rut. It's like every day we wake up and see the same thing. Nothing changes because we just assume that this world it's just how it is what I got, right? But then, once we have the eclipses going on, the eclipses are like, no, I want you to recognize you have honed in on C and you just stuck there. We're going to loosen things up a little bit. This is why it's good to talk to people who don't always see the world the same as you. Why it's good to try out new things on a regular basis, because then it keeps it from being so solidified that it's hard to have wiggle room to change, because the subconscious mind, it likes things to be exactly the same. And so, if we keep our subconscious mind understanding, it's safe for me to try new things. It's safe for me to, not have my view of the world so locked in. Then it becomes comfortable with you every day trying something new, keeping yourself, uh, fluid. That's that Oshun energy, fluid and flexible. Well, a new school of thought is studying the Everett Willowgram theory that says that this quanta will actually localize in all 4 points, but in different worlds that coexist with ours. Now, this is a little bit weird, but it's understanding that we live in a multiverse And so, yeah. And the beauty of this is understanding that um, the reality that you wish to manifest already exists. And if you can just soften yourself, shift to it, and keep your mind focused on that, then you're able to bring that other reality that you want. A lot of times we're thinking, I got to create it, which we are creators, but it's also about let me shift my awareness so that I actually am focused on that other universe. What y'all think about that? Tell me what confused you, Shamika, because somebody else is confused. Trust and believe. In other words, all possibilities actually manifest in the physical, but in different parallel worlds. And another thing that I'll talk about with that is a lot of times I say I have other lifetimes. I'll say past lifetimes at times because it that's how people see it, but it's other lifetimes because all we live in a multiverse. There is supporting evidence of this from scientists who are studying signs that the universe is a giant multidimensional hologram. And so sometimes when I'm doing timeline work, especially like when y'all come into the new moon retreats, I'll tell you go out on your timeline and find that version of yourself that already has manifested what you desire. You just go on out there and find her and ask her, what is it that I need to know in order to get to you? This is empowerment for real. This puts all the power back in your hands, and you don't even have to you only depend on the people who were going to be there anyway, because that version of yourself that's how they did it, right? If you watch Spider-Man and the Multiverse animated movie, it makes what is being said here easier to understand. Also, what is that one? What's his name? I know you know if you're watching Spider-Man, Aliasia. I can't think of his name, but there's actually something in the multiverse. So Spider-Man and the multiverse. So I'm gonna watch that. So how does this work? When a particle has a probability to be in places A, B, C, and D, it will not choose to just be in one place. It will choose all four. But for this to be possible, the universe splits into four, each one of them unaware of the other three. This is called the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics. Dr. Strange. Thank you. Look, I knew y'all were gonna know. Okay. So Aliasia says that Spider-Man and the multiverse is less complicated. So go for that one. For me, this is fun. I love this. I know it's like crazy, but this is what I studied back in 2006. This book right here is what I studied in 2006. It sounds crazy, but think about it. It's definitely possible. Nothing is impossible for Source, God. And many religions tell us that even before we ask, it is given unto us. We're also told that everything that can possibly exist exists now. Okay. We also know that the universe splits itself, or rather creates the illusion of separation, so that one piece can be observed and the other piece can be the observer piece so that it knows itself. And when I talk about, you are divinity in a body, that's it. There's the observed piece and then there's the observer. And so, you know, yeah, well, here he says it right here. The one splits itself so that it can know itself, have something to compare itself with. For when it is only one, there is nothing it can compare itself with to know what it is. Hollywood does a great job of introducing us to ways of thinking and experiencing life. Yes. And Aliasia, as I've been studying for this PhD in metaphysics, It's crazy how all the fiction we're shown actually is rooted in metaphysics. Yeah, both of y'all are saying the same thing. Um, yeah, I actually see that as the universe's way of getting it out in, a mass way. Like the way I came into it was through the Matrix. And there were other things that I watched before the Matrix, but that was one of the earlier things that I watched where I was just like, I finally have figured out this is the truth for me. We all Neo ultimately. Um, yep, she's gonna finish it. It looks like because I don't see the whole comment. James Webb Space Telescope, apparently it can see to the beginning of the universe or its early stages, and no matter what direction you point, it's always pointing to maybe it's the beginning. Um, yep, to the beginning. Interesting, but jumbled up time for me. This feels similar. Yes. Yes, congratulations, Aliasia. Anytime we women folk are getting PhDs, world's a better place. And I love your PhD, Aliasia. Yep. You want me to tell you something, Shamika? It is a never ending um learning because what ends up happening is you can know everything about all of this, but if you don't keep it fresh at the top of your mind, because we are blanketed in forgetfulness for this piece right here, this illusion of separation, so that the observer can observe. um it makes us just fall into forgetfulness. So we are always learning. Uh, I'm one of the ones that would say, honestly, if there's nothing else to learn, maybe that person is a bodhisattva. I don't know if y'all have heard of that before. Maybe that person's a bodhisattva, but still there would be work to do. Ah, all time is now. It already happened. We have access to the knowledge and wisdom. Asheo. Yes. And this is why we do mindfulness, because if our mind is out there in the future or if it's stuck somewhere in the past, we are not optimizing right now. And that's why I'm saying we can know everything, but it really and truly is about living it. Like this being here, you the real MVP for the all powerful to bring itself into this blanket of forgetfulness called the body. And it is so many limitations that gets put on the all powerful when it puts this suit on. Um, but here we are. We are here and we're doing our best to, wake up and to do whatever it is we decided we were going to come here to do. It's a really big deal. It's a really big deal. Yeah, Ali Acia talked about it during SAI. I think Amitosine is in that same school. I'm not quite sure. Okay. What time is it? Man. Okay, let me just read this. Yourself, your spirit or soul is eternal, existing across space and time. That's what Felicia just said. Now, the next decision you make will split the universe. I have been drinking. Let me get my little sippy sip on. You will be conscious of the part of the universe that you choose, that you chose. You will also exist in the other part that you did not choose, but you will not be awake to it, even though its essences will still come to you and help you know that which you chose and vice versa. Other people who chose the other world you did not choose will be awake there and not here in your world. Now you can see how free will works out all the time without conflicting itself, and how truth can be seemingly contradictory, yet all true. This is wild to me. Same thing they were saying with the telescope. Everything is all simultaneously happening right now. Mhm. Yes. We're weaving in and out of it. My mind is going in circles. That's good that your mind is going in circles. In the NLP world, we start clapping when that happens because that means that you're on the verge of learning something, getting clarity. Um, yes. So you will hear me talk about timeline. I think this is a good way to think about it. I often think, oh, you know what? Who saw Matrix 3? Oh my gosh, I ordered the movie and I haven't watched it yet. Who watched Matrix 3? Because there was that multidimensional being. I think his name was Garrett or something like that. And Garrett could see all the different timelines all at once. Like he could see all the dimensions. Now he didn't know which one was gonna always happen, but he would say he you would hear him calling out what he could see, and then you would see which one got chosen by the very next thing that happened. So that's how I see it for us. And I often say to myself, okay, if I let me turn this, I got a notification. I say to myself, okay, as I sit here and think about this, it's putting me on a timeline that's taking me in that direction. So I'm looking at my mind like, okay, what I'm thinking about, is this what I really want? Right. And it does come with this awareness of understanding how it really works. And so, and I'm happy that I'm saying this because I'm still working on slimming down my body. I've lost a little bit of weight. I want y'all to know that. I've been more of like getting on, like, okay, let's do this. um, but if right now I choose to not work out, it's putting me on a particular timeline, right? If I am standing here and I'm thinking, I really don't feel like working out. However, I'm going to go on ahead and do this workout or go on this walk or whatever it is I need to do for my body. It's putting me on that timeline. But a lot of times, what we want to do, because we're multidimensional beings, is I need to be looking out. I'll just use me as an example. I need to be looking out and choosing the timeline. And all you got to do is call it to you. Just think of all the sci-fi movies where stuff just kind of like shows up. The person calls it, and the little, machine or whatever just kind of like comes right there. I call out to that timeline of Tyra that weighs this. Now, right now, I'm about 2 pounds out. I can't go too far out. 20 pounds less Tyra, 30 pounds less Tyra. Right now, I'm just calling on the next 2-pound Tyra. I'll say, today, what do I need to do? And whenever I stay focused on 2 pounds out, it will have me do what I need to do. And it won't necessarily feel easy, but I'll do it. And it puts me on that timeline so that when I get on the scale and I weigh every day, because when I don't weigh every day, I will go into, me and Azizi talked about how much we love food. I will be going into my food love and forgetting about what I decided I was going to do in terms of adjusting my weight down. And so I weigh every day. And sure enough, what will happen is I get on that scale and I'm like, whoa, weight has been adjusted more in the direction of that 2 pound less Tyra. Okay. So this is why mindfulness, this is why I do everything I do, is because I know it takes being mindful. It takes being aware. It takes reading your energy in order to understand. In order to understand, how do I choose that timeline that I want to be on? And if you think, well, I don't know how to get there, I had to train myself out of that. I've noticed that over the last year. I'll say, I don't know. And I'll say, nope. Every time I hear myself say, I don't know, no, you're figuring it out. Because if I say, I don't know, then what am I bringing up? I'm bringing up, mm, where is it? I'm bringing up, let's say that's C. I don't know. I'm bringing up C. And the universe is like, she doesn't want to know. She wants to stay in confusion. And so put her on that timeline. If I want to be on the timeline where it's like, no, I know exactly what I need to do, I don't have to know every moment. All I need to know is or like the whole thing. All I need to know is the next step. I'm putting myself on that timeline. The only option is, let's say that time for that timeline is D. The only option is D. So I jump on D timeline and I just go out to myself in that future. What I need to do, girl, hook a sister up. Now, sometimes I go back to past timelines that I have lived and experienced in this, past versions of myself, which that I do use past versions of myself because I'm in space-time continuum. Okay. And in the space-time continuum, the only moment we really have is now, but we can go back and access a timeline, a version of ourselves from the past. So I might go back and be like, um, what did I do? Or, choose a version of myself that was maybe really disciplined. I used to be like a Virgo where I was like extremely careful with how I ate and working out. I was extremely precise in so much, right? I can go back to her and just be like, okay, what did she do? Or what was her mindset or whatever? Because we have resources within inside of us. We have resources that we were born with, but we also have resources that are called lessons that we've learned from previous versions of ourselves in this lifetime. We could even access the resources from our other lifetimes. So yeah, me too. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, The Matrix, um, the Matrix for The Matrix is the first one. For Men in Black, it's all 3. I love all 3 Men in Blacks. Uh, Westworld and how Bernard did the same thing this season. I don't know Westworld, so thank you. Uh, yeah, I used to not use a scale, and people will say, "Don't use a scale." And my husband lost weight by everyday weighing, and, I just find when I don't weigh, I'm not careful with how I eat, and that's how at one point I got up to, like, 100. I think I was, like, 190 something. I can't remember exactly how much it was now. I know it was over 190 pounds, and once I started weighing myself every day, I got down into the 180s. And once I started weighing I just kept weighing every day, I got back down into the 170s. I ain't made it out the 170s in years, so that's what I'm working on. Ah, okay. Yes. Yes. And, honestly, now that I look at your, comment, Aliacia, this Aquarian world that we're going in, I think timeline work and multiverse talk is gonna become more and more common. So, yeah, I think so. I think that's what we're oh, let me see here. Let's just finish this page. The universe is also split into your present say, look, into your present self, your past selves, and your future selves, but you're only awake to one of those selves at a time. But your future selves, for example, are able to warn your present awake self of things they went through and did not like, so you do not go through them. It's a huge, ever shifting matrix and a very complex one. The whole matrix shifts with every decision. Life is an eternal process existing all at once with all possible existences. Now, you only choose which one to be awake to from instance to instance. Physics is now beginning to prove it. By the way, daydreaming, somebody mentioned that, I think in a coaching session yesterday. Excuse me, dreaming is simply another state of consciousness. When you dream, so I said daydreaming, but it's dreaming. When you dream, your consciousness is in another realm, world, or time. See where your dreams may be coming from now. All of this will make more sense when you understand that what time is and how it works. Okay. So I'm gonna say this because I know some of y'all gonna remember. I just saved it. That's why it changed. Um, page. Yeah, looks like we're on page 25. Yeah, page 25. Okay. Okay, so let me see. Nope, that's too, I think I'm gonna go back here. This one be on my mind when I'm not even online, y'all. I love this song. Okay. Outside of pregnancies, I gained weight. Only gained weight going over my regular adult weight by 5 kilos. Once in my entire life, I was 19 and gained 8 kilos in 9 months. Living on kebabs, pizza, McDonald's. That'll do it, Diesel. Dreaming can be where you get downloads. How many of y'all get downloads in your dreams? I was dreaming pretty vividly the other day, but I don't remember what it was. But I have gotten downloads. I saw my great-grandmother's house in one of my dreams. That was one of my fun downloads. Wow. I feel like we have really gone deep today. Wow. So I hope that y'all will also, again, just a reminder, join me and Azizi in the retreat to reset at the Virgo new moon. Maybe we'll have a little birthday party for Azizi. If nothing else, we're going to definitely be just like wishing you all the happiest of birthdays since you'll be there with us in the retreat. Also, I hope that y'all will join me, Courtney and Marcella, this Saturday to talk about all the good food. Come on, y'all. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. All right. I wish y'all a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Let's see here. I want to see some of the comments. Oh, yeah. Downloads and dreams. Amazing. All righty, y'all. This week I'm doing better. I coach on Thursdays. So I had a reading I had to do yesterday. That's why I didn't go live this week on Wednesday. So hopefully I'll be back on Wednesday. But if not Wednesday, Thursday next week. But I'm going to get off so I can get ready to coach. Love you. You got someone else who gets downloads and dreams. Thankful to connect with you, Queen. Thank you, Priestess. Have a great day. Thank you. Y'all are the best. Oh my gosh. Enjoy your day, sisters. Thank you, sisters. I'm grateful for you all too. Oh yeah, that's right. We the G-Hive, baby. We the G-Hive. Let's do this. We're going to make it the best week ever. One little thing I want to throw in and just remind y'all of is that we are in the waning moon phase. So my question to you is, what are you releasing and letting go? I was asking myself that this morning, like, for real, Tirra. What are you going to release and let go of? New moon is on the 27th, so we have a little time, okay? Have a little time. Bonne journée. Bonne journée. Help a sister out, Diza. Buenos dias. Adios. Saludos. I'm just going to use everything I've seen Paulette saying. Hey, here's another one of my sister priestesses. Love you, Ellen. Glad you're back. Good to hear and see you on the live stream again. So yeah, love y'all so much, and be sure to say something good about yourselves. Y'all didn't really drop any comments, so privately say to yourself something real good. All right, I'll say something good about you. You're beautiful. You are wise. You're an all-powerful goddess, and you make my life better just because you are here. See y'all. Yay. Thank you, Queen. Have an amazing week. Diosas. Yes, you are, Felicia.